Hey, good afternoon. My name is Debbie Dykes. I am the owner of Network in Action here in Conroe, Montgomery, Magnolia. I lead the Montgomery County Network in Action group called Montgomery County Business Builders. And today I have with me Steve Eggert with Edward Jones. Hi,
Hello,
Steve.
Debbie. How are you?
I
How
am
are you, Debbie?
fantastic.
That's good.
How are you
That's
doing
good.
today?
Hanging in there, hanging in there. Today is a busy day, as always. There's a lot of people that we have to help in so many different ways. So each day, regardless of the circumstances, is packed full of work, which is a
Oh,
very, very good thing, and we're blessed for that.
and I'm really glad to hear that. And that actually
Yep.
is part of what I really wanted to talk about today, because I know some businesses are greatly impacted with what's going on.
Mhm.
How is your business right now?
As I said, busy for all the right reasons. We've got clients and prospective clients who, since, of course, COVID, the wave of COVID really hit more or less over these last 30 to 45 days. We've got clients who have, and prospective clients who really just simply want to talk, and that's our job. First, foremost, and always is to listen to their anxieties, listen to their fears, listen to their frustrations, and after gathering their feedback, give them feedback, so more or less in the form of advice, consultation, and then more listening on top of that. They're anxious about, obviously, retirement account balances, 401k balances, IRAs, and even beyond that, their businesses, the future of their businesses, cash flow, etc. So we have an opportunity to listen to both the nitty gritty in terms of how are they going to get through the next 30, 60, 90 days, as well as what the next 5 years, 10 years, and beyond are going to look like in terms of impacts to their retirement plans and their financial goals and dreams. We, as we like to say at Edward Jones, are built for this because of the approach that we bring to financial advisory. We're able, of course, to more or less just sort of stay the course with respect to how we listen and how we relate to clients and prospective clients. And that approach has served us well for almost 100 years now, and it continues to serve us, and more importantly, our clients and our prospective clients during times like this. We're built for this, and we're able to provide that value-added service every day to those who need it most.
Perfect. And I noticed I get in my email box, thanks to you, a kind of an update day. I believe it's once a week, daily. I don't recall, but I see these, and it's valuable information for me. So
sure.
Good.
Good.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I say, well, good. And that's the purpose. It's a balance between too much information or information overload and timeliness with respect to when we think a client or prospective client, has the time to go through the material that we're sending them, and how applicable is it to their current circumstances and their overall living circumstances, if you will. I think that the information we're providing is value added, it's timely, and it's thought-provoking. There's a lot of great advisors out there, Jones, of course, included, and there are those who, well, for whatever reason, may not have necessarily heard lately from their advisor. And for those, this information that we're providing them could, again, help provoke thought, but could also, of course, give them a bit of pause in terms of where they would like their portfolio and their lives, for that matter, to proceed in pursuit of their dreams and goals. And as I like to tell a lot of people that I'm talking to, prospective clients that is, I ask, when we talk about their current financial circumstances, dreams, goals, and their plan, I ask them, what is your current advisor telling you, more or less? What's his or her advice? And if they haven't received that lately, certainly not in the last 30 to 45 days, I say, hey, feel free to constantly and continuously contact us, call us, because we've got an abundance of information from the great resources that back us at the branch level, and we're able to provide them with that in a timely fashion and in a way in which they get a lot of value out of it, personal value out of it.
Right.
So we remain open for business, stronger than ever, and able to help anyone who's in need of it.
If someone wants to get on your mailing list and get
Mhm.
that email that I receive, how do they go about doing that?
Well, my contact information is publicly listed in so many different ways. Um, I'm available via cell text. My email address, it's Stephen, Stephen, Eggert, Eggert, at edwardjones.com. People are free, of course, as I do receive from time to time, emails from prospective clients, and I simply add them to my mailing list, more or less, as well as my email mailing list. Of course, people are welcome to give me a buzz on my line here. It's 949-292-3625. They can
Perfect.
reach me, of course, via texting as well at that number. And again, our contact information is posted in so many publicly accessible areas that I certainly welcome any opportunity to contribute that those value-added resources and information, again, to anyone who's looking for it.
And I'm glad we have an expert like you within
Sure.
our group and in our community. It makes it's much, I don't know, it's a relief
Right.
knowing that I have a go-to for those type of questions. So
Right.
speaking of community, would
Mhm.
you be willing to share any tips as an expert in expert financial advisor that you would
Right.
like to share with our audience?
Well, certainly at this time, a key word here is patience. Patience, patience, patience. Uh, People may feel a little impatient in hearing the words or the phrase stay the course, but ultimately that's really what it comes down to. Statistics tell us that those who exit the market prematurely during volatile times like this quite often miss the best days of recovery, and over extended period of time certainly hamper the returns that they receive over extended period of time as a result of missing the best of the best days, so to speak. And typically the best of the best days, as history tells us, typically follows the most volatile moments in stock market performance and stock market history. So when we talk about staying invested, staying in the market, exercising prudent judgment, exercising rational thought, and remaining invested, that's what we're really talking about. It's stay the course, stay the course, stay the course. Now, of
Right.
course, there's unique opportunities. There's tax loss harvesting, of course, there's dollar cost averaging. And we, of course, do talk with clients on a daily basis and prospective clients on a daily basis about exactly that. So every account, every client, every prospective client is very unique. So we always look at the circumstances first in the client's unique situation, as well as their unique objectives, goals, and dreams. So not to issue a blanket statement and stay the course and leave it at that. But really, that's the overarching theme, and that's the best piece of advice I believe I can give. Again, if for those who haven't had the opportunity to speak with their advisor in the last 30, 45 days, or for the last 2 to 3 months for that matter,
Right.
certainly feel free to get in contact with me or any one of the great advisors here at Jones. And we'd be more than happy, of course, to answer any and all questions that we possibly can.
Perfect. Great. I appreciate that. And
Sure.
we will definitely be sharing your name out there.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Debbie.
It, things are so crazy right now, and
Mhm.
this is not like anything probably any of us in this generation or in our lifetime have ever really experienced.
Mhm.
What opportunities have you identified that are going to change or alter the way business operates once this is over?
Well, in terms of the way business operates and in terms of the way in which we operate, this, I believe, has given us a unique opportunity to extend this specific platform and means of communication towards an even greater and wider audience. And by that, I mean, there's been a certain majority or minority of our investing population and just the world in general that may, out of uh, perhaps just a little inexperience with use in terms of this form of technology, this immersive sort of two-way form of communication, um, out of a lack of experience or use with it in the past, now they're becoming forced, I don't want to say, well, I shouldn't say forced, but well, perhaps maybe voluntarily or involuntary, they're getting involved in it. And as they learn this platform, as they learn this OS, so to speak, this operating system and means of communicating, they increase their comfort level, their apprehension comes down, and it becomes a new way of talking to others.
Right.
Nothing will ever replace the trust that's built in true face-to-face communication and interaction. Um, it remains to be seen, of course, how soon we're able to truly get back to that. So as a proxy, at least in the interim, this is a way for us to look each other in the eye and at least take steps towards developing that true sense of trust. And I think that's absolutely critical. So in terms of how we operate, I think this is the golden opportunity. It's extended a means by which we can communicate and reach that many more people over a broader, vast, wider network than we have had in the past. So it's made my means of operating that much more efficient and effective. And it's created learning opportunities as well. I mean, my calendar every single day is chock full of webinars where I'm gathering information from all kinds of professionals inside and outside of financial planning and financial advisory that I didn't have access to previously. Now I have had, and the amount that I've learned over this period of time has been exponential. And that's what I'm truly glad for.
Perfect. I appreciate that.
Sure.
That's it's very helpful. It's very enlightening, very reassuring.
Sure.
Is there anything else you would care to share with us that
Well,
helps everybody? What can we do, to kind of, as you were saying, stay the course, but what can we do to support each other right now in this time of need? I mean,
continue to communicate, continue to exercise patience, and speak with that smile on your face, even if it's not over a Zoom or a WebEx or whatever technology we're using, of course, to extend this means by which we can actually see each other as we speak. Even if you're just over the phone, keep a smile on your face, because that resonates with the person on the other end of the line who may be, in fact, beset by a sense of anxiety and impatience, understandably so, as a result of what's going on with their job, what's going on in their financial world, what's going on with their family, their relatives, what might be going on in their church, their community, the organizations that they're currently volunteering for. No one is immune to the difficulties imposed in this kind of environment. So always do that. Keep and use a smile on your face to keep at least in the forefront of your mind what the person on the other end of that line, your phone line, might be going through. And I think that's the very best way in which we can help each other.
great. Well, I appreciate you taking a few minutes.
Sure.
This was great information, and I really do value your insight and your opinions. So thank you very much. I know you must have a crazy busy week, and I do appreciate
We all do. We all
Oh.
do. We all
Don't
do.
we?
We all do. Yep.
Well, I'm glad you were able to come on and join us, and
Thank you.
I really look forward to actually seeing you face to face again.
We will be
So-
there. This too shall, it sounds like a tired phrase, but it's really not. This too shall pass. And as it does, when it does, we're going to be back to good old face-to-face communication, just like the way we started.
I know. It's just, yeah, I miss it. So, Well, thank you
We'll be
again.
there.
I do appreciate you coming
Sure
on
thing.
and
Sure thing.
spending a few minutes with us.
Got it.
So,
Well, thank
and if
you.
you would do me one more favor, give me your contact information once again.
Sure thing. Stephen, Stephen .Eggert, Eggert, at edwardjones.com. Of course, you can go to edwardjones.com and search for me under financial advisor, just with my first and last name, Stephen, Eggert, in zip code 77304. My branch number is 281-363-4626. And another number that I'm able to be reached at, of course, is 949-292-3625. Of course, always hit me up on LinkedIn or search for me on Facebook. I'm on both platforms as well.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Again, I
Thank you.
appreciate your time and look forward to actually seeing you in person again soon.
Yes, ma'am. It will be soon. It will be
It
soon.
will be.
Yep.
Well, thank you again. Have a great day and we'll be in touch.
All right. You too, Debbie.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.